we can just keep going to the next scene. All right, Inigo.
Well, we Montoyas have never taken defeat easily. Come along, Fezzik. Bring the body.
The body?
Have you any money?
I have a little.
I just hope it's enough to buy a miracle, that's all.
As Fezzik takes the corpse, follows Inigo up the stairs.
Is everyone ready for the scene in which I voice 4 characters?
Cut to a hovel dusk. Inigo, Fezzik, Wesley approach the door. They knock. From inside the hovel, a little man's voice is heard. If Mel Brooks' year-old man was really old, he'd resemble this guy.
This might just be a bad transcript of the script.
I think what happened is somebody scanned in like an actual printed out script and did like scan to text, and this was back in the days when scan to text technology was crap.
Yeah.
Okay, little old guy.
Go away!
Inigo pounds again.
What?
Are you the Miracle Max who worked for the king all those years?
The king's stinking son fired me, and thank you so much for bringing up such a painful subject. While you're at it, why don't you give me a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice on it? We're closed!
How people on Tumblr talk.
Yeah.
Like, you'll say something and they'll say, how dare you?
He shuts the window. They rap on the door.
Who's got the sick beats, though?
Let me in. Da da da. Let me in.
Da da da. Let me in.
Beat it.
I think of that every time I knock on a door.
Same. Beat it, or I'll call with my head. Beat it, or I'll call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad.
We need a miracle. It's very important.
Look, I'm retired. And besides, why would you want someone the king's stinking son fired? I might kill whoever you wanted me to miracle.
He's already dead.
He is, huh? I'll take a look. Bring him in.
He unlocks the door and lets them in. Cut to Inigo and Fezzik hurrying inside. Fezzik carries Wesley, who is just starting to stiffen up a little. He lays Wesley down across a bench by the fireplace, picks Wesley's arm up, and lets it drop limp.
I've seen Weiss.
He studies Wesley a moment, checking here, checking there. Studley's.
We're really in a terrible rush.
Don't rush me, Sonny. You rush a miracle man, you get rotten miracles. You got money?
65.
Sheesh! I never worked for so little, except once, and that was a very noble cause.
This is noble, sir. His wife is crippled. His children are on the brink of starvation.
Go
he was
on.
Born with glass bones and paper skin. His house burned down.
Go on.
His car exploded.
Keep going.
All of his dogs were in it.
Are you a rotten liar?
And he only had 1 day to retirement.
Aren't you a rotten liar?
I need him to help avenge my father. Murdered these 20 years.
Your first story was better. Where's that bellows? He probably owes you money, huh? Well, I'll ask him.
No, Charlie!
Please don't use the scissors in your mouth.
Oh, I should consider you guys as an alternative to suicide, yeah.
Exactly.
He's dead. He can't talk.
Look who knows so much. Well, it just so happens that your friend here is only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Please, open his mouth.
Inigo does. Max inserts the bellows into Wesley's mouth and starts to pump.
Oh yeah, pump away.
Now, mostly dead is slightly alive. Now, all dead, well, with all dead, there's usually only one thing that you could do.
What's that?
Go through his clothes and look for loose change. Hi! Hello in there! What's so important? What have you got here that's worth living for?
And he presses lightly on Wesley's chest.
Love.
Everybody stares at Wesley.
True love. You heard him. You could not ask for a more noble cause than that.
Sonny, true love is the greatest thing in the world. Except for maybe a nice MLT, a mutton lettuce tomato sandwich where the mutton is nice and lean and the tomato is ripe. They're so perky. I love that. But that's not what he said. He distinctly said, to blave. And as we all know, to blave means to bluff. So you're probably playing cards and he cheated. Liar! Liar! You can read that.
Valerie, in ancient fury, storms out of the back room and toward...
Get away from me, witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! But after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore! You never had it so good! True love, he said! True love, Max! My God! Don't say another word, Valerie! He's afraid! Ever since Prince Humperdink fired him, his confidence is shattered! Why'd you say that name? You promised me you would never say that name. What? Humperdink? Humperdink! Humperdink!
Humperdink!
Humperdink! I'm not listening! A life expiring and you don't have the decency to say why you won't help! Nobody's hearing nothing! Humperdink! Humperdink! Humperdink!
But this is Buttercup's true love. If you heal him, he will stop Humperdink's wedding.
Humperdink! Shut up! Wait. I make him better. Humperdink suffers?
Humiliations galore.
That is a noble cause! Give me the 65! I'm on the job!
To say your Miracle Max was sorry. I was about to say your Miracle Max was shifting slowly towards Fozzie Bear, but then I remembered, no, those are just both drawing on the same traditions.
Yes, those are both, yes. Yeah, Jewish comedian voice.
That whole scene was just...
That was bravo.
Thank you.
That was bravo.
And as Valerie
now
shrieks
recall that was
excitedly-
immediately after chugging 2 cups of wine and screaming for 2 minutes.
And we're not even mentioning what Charlie did with the bellows.
All right.
So we cut
to this lump.
This lump. It is somewhat smaller than a tennis ball.
It was not in the film.
Pull back to reveal Max and Valerie exhausted, looking at the lump with beatific pleasure as Valerie, cooking utensil in hand, covers the thing with what looks like chocolate. Inigo and Fezzik stare at the thing too. The lump. But more dubiously.
I got the lump.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
The chocolate coating makes it go down easier, but you'll have to wait 15 minutes for full potency, and you shouldn't go swimming for at least what? An hour. Yeah, an hour. A good hour, yeah.
Inigo accepts the pill as Fezzik takes Wesley, who is stiff as a board now.
Thank you for everything.
Okay. Bye-bye, boys! Have fun storming the castle! Think it'll work? It would take a miracle. Bye! Bye!
And as they wave, trying to look happy, we cut to Fezzik, Inigo, and Wesley on the top of the outer wall of the castle. They look down to the front gate of the castle. The 60 brutes are visible. Fezzik is thunderstruck by how many brutes there are. Upset, he turns to Inigo, who is concentrating unsuccessfully, trying to prop Wesley against the wall.
Inigo, there's more than 30.
What's the difference? We've got him. Help me here. We'll have to force feed him.
Has it been 15 minutes?
We can't wait. The wedding's in half an hour, and we must strike in the hustle and the bustle beforehand.
Hustle and the bustle.
During this,
The hustle and the bustle.
Thank you.
Charlie. Hustle and or bustle. Yeah, exactly.
My intention to play video games for several hours.
During this, Fezzik, using all his strength, has managed to get Wesley into right-angled sitting position, while Inigo brings out the miracle pill.
Tilts his head back. Open his mouth.
1 second. It's a rather large pill.
Take your time. You're doing great, Fezzik.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of that hard pill to swallow meme, except the pill says Miracle Max's pill.
Are we sure it wasn't a suppository?
How long do we have to wait before we know if the miracle works?
Cut to Inigo, pill in hand. He drops it into Wesley's mouth.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'll beat you both apart and I'll take you together.
Oh.
There we go.
Fezzik?
There's a Fezzik line first.
Fezzik, are you okay?
All right. It's not very long. Why won't my arms move? Why won't my arms move? Present tense. You've been mostly
That was not the script's fault.
No, it's me. I'm very lightheaded from drinking alcohol and then screaming for a long time.
Yes, you've mentioned it several times.
It's persistent. You are welcome to forget about it. I have not that luxury, Stephen.
Alienation's for the rich.
You've been mostly dead all day.
We had Miracle Max make a pill to bring you back.
Who are you? Are we enemies? Why am I on this wall? Where's Buttercup?
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up. Buttercup is marrying Humperdink in a little less than half an hour. So all we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the princess, make her escape after I kill Count Rugen.
That doesn't leave much time for dilly-dallying.
He is watching his fingers, one of which twitches now.
You've just wiggled your finger. That's wonderful. I've always been a quick healer. What are our liabilities?
There is but one working castle gate.
Fezzik helps Inigo rest Wesley just high enough so he can see for himself.
And it is guarded by 60 men.
And our assets?
Your brains, physics strength, my steel.
That's it? Impossible. If I had a month to come up to plan, maybe I could come up with something. But this...
Cut to Inigo and Fezzik.
Oh, you just... I'm sorry. I'm not remembering that I am jumping between characters. It's all good. You just shook your head. That doesn't make you happy? My brains, his steel, and your strength against 60 men? You think a little head jiggle is supposed to make me happy? I mean, if we had a wheelbarrow, that would be something.
Where did we put that wheelbarrow the albino had?
Over the albino, I think. Well, why didn't you list that among our assets in the first place?
It's me when I'm bagging and the customer doesn't tell me they have a reusable bag.
But I wouldn't give for a Holocaust cloak.
There, we cannot help you.
Oh. We'll, this too?
Where did you get that?
Miracle Max's. It fits so nice. He said I could keep it. All right. Come on, help me up. Now, I'll need a sword eventually.
Why? You can't even get one.
True, but that's hardly common knowledge, is it?
And his head tilts limply
Now,
back.
There may be problems once we're inside.
I'll say. How do I find the Count? Once I do, how do I find you again? And once I find you again, how do we escape?
He's called the Count because he can count higher than other people. Other people can only count to 10.
But the count goes
This is widely known.
The count goes all the way to 11.
This one goes to 11.
We are never gonna get tired of that joke, are we?
Never.
It's a Christopher Guest role in Rob Reiner film. We have to. It's the law.
I didn't say that like it was a bad thing.
Don't pester him. He's had a hard day. Did you hear about the wine and the scream?
Right. I think he mentioned it once. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Cut to a shot of 3 of them in profile. They move along the wall in silence for a time. Then these words come to us on the wind.
Inigo.
What?
I hope we win.
Cut to Buttercup in her bridal gown, and she's incredible. It's not just her beauty, there's a tranquility about her now. Pull back to reveal the prince, fastening a pearl necklace around her.
Gross.
Necklace.
A pearl necklace.
You don't seem excited. You don't seem excited, my little muffin.
Should I be?
Brides often are, I'm told.
I do not marry tonight.
Cut to Buttercup, and she couldn't seem more serene.
My Wesley will save me.
I'm on it, princess.
You
Cut to her
Wesley will
Wesley
save me.
looking down on the gate. And cut to the main gate of the castle, and Yellen standing there, flanked by his 60 brutes. Cut again to Wesley and Inigo and Fezzik looking out at the enemy. This is it. Inigo and Fezzik shake hands. Wesley can't even do that. But after a bit of rocking back and forth, he manages to get enough momentum to catapult his arm over and onto his friends. Cut to an absolutely gem-like little chapel. Pull back to reveal the most...
We have a gem! We have a gem!
Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, so what does the gem-like castle say, Liz? If it's gem-like, what would it sound like?
Gem-like.
If it's a gem.
If it's a gem. Gem, get it?
Your pearl!
I thought you were saying gym, and I was like...
No, I wouldn't. I would never.
You think I know anything about a gym?
Look, we're doing the wedding in the school gym, all right? Let's just all get on the same page.
Hey, everyone! Okay? They came a long way to do this wedding, so we should try and be good listeners, okay?
So we're at the Planet Fitness, is that what we're saying?
Well, there is lots of
I wanted to get married in a judgment-free zone.
Exactly.
You just pulled a lunk alarm.
So we pull back to reveal the most intelligent looking, the most impressive appearing clergyman imaginable. Buttercup and Humperdink kneel before the clergyman. Behind them sit the mumbling old king and queen. Standing in the back is Count Rugen. 4 guards are in position flanking the chapel door.
This is Dave, by the way.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today.
He has an impediment that would stop a clock.
Hi, 80s.
Marriage.
Yep.
Marriage. That blessed arrangement. That dream within a dream. Inception.
And now from outside the castle there begins to come a commotion, and then... Yellen.
Stand your ground, man. Stand your ground.
Cut to the brutes and Yellen by the gate, for it is indeed they who are making the commotion, frightened, pointing.
Stand your ground.
Cut to their point of view, and it is a bit unnerving. A giant seems to be floating toward them out of the darkness. A giant in a strange cloak, and with a voice that would crumble walls.
I am the dread pirate Roberts! There will be no survivors!
Cut to Fezzik, and he seems to be floating because he's standing in the wheelbarrow as Inigo, hidden behind him, busts a gut by pushing it and supporting Wesley.
Now?
Not yet.
Cut to the giant floating closer.
My men are here! And I am here! But soon! You... What, Frankie? You will not be here!
Cut to Yellen, keeping the brutes in position.
I forgot to say during the Miracle Max scene, the only injury on set was Mandy Patinkin breaking a rib trying to hold in laughter.
That is Mandy Patinkin's only injury on set.
Oh.
Okay,
never mind.
In the scene right before Wesley rolls down the hill, you'll see him sit down by leaning on one knee and laying the other leg down because he is trying really hard not to put weight on his toe on that foot. Because he actually broke it and insisted on continuing the filming schedule. His balls is delightful.
So, cut to Yellen.
Clearly, you know much more about this movie than I do, which is not hard because I only know a little bit.
But yes, by trying to stifle a laughter because that scene is mostly improvised. Yes, he did actually bruise one of his ribs by trying not to laugh.
Wait, hold on. Either I'm misremembering the movie or the script we were reading from was pretty much word for word what was in the movie. So what's going on?
I don't know really 100% because the stage directions that were in the original script are there, but the ad libs are also there. I'm not really sure.
So it might
this
have been
is a
like
weird.
Well, shooting script doesn't mean original draft. So that could have some of these could have been ad libs and table reads, but it also could just be that someone added the ad libs into the movie.
It also could be like a draft for the editors.
Yes, good point.
But who knows? It could just be a compilation of script and transcript, just hybrided together.
It's a script.
Hey.
It's a transcript.
Late as gators.
All right, keep going.
Right. Cut to Yellen keeping the brutes in position or trying to, shouting orders, instructions, and as yet the brutes hold now. Cut to Inigo and Wesley. Inigo struggles bravely under their combined weight.
Now?
Light him. All right, should I light the robe on fire or
Maybe not inside.
No, next time.
See, if you had only downed one cup of wine, I would say maybe. But after the second cup of wine, I don't think you should.
Okay.
The giant bursts suddenly, happily, into flames.
The dread pirate Roberts takes no survivors. All your worst nightmares are about to come true.
Cut to the chapel where the impressive clergyman plows on.
Then love, true love, will follow you forever.
It's the 80s, everyone.
Cut to Prince Humperdink turning quickly, giving a sharp nod to Count Rugen, who immediately takes off out of the chapel with the 4 guards as we cut to Fezzik, flaming and scary as hell.
I don't know why I bothered to say it's the 80s. I don't know why I bothered to say it's the 80s because we still have people making fun of speech impediments in the year of our King of Town 2022.
Yeah.
The dread pirate Roberts. Hey, this is where we're at, right?
Yep.
The dread pirate Roberts is here for your souls.
Cut to Yellen as suddenly the brutes just scream and take off in wild panic.
Stay where you are. I said, stay where you are.
Cut to inside the chapel.
So, treasure your love, skip to the end. Have you the ring?
As Humperdink whips out the ring, the screams are very loud outside.
Oh yes, whip it out.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Here comes my Wesley now.
Cut to Fezzik as he pulls off the Holocaust cloak.
Fezzik, the
portcullis?
Portcullis.
The portcullis? The port... Uh-oh. Oh,
The
no.
gate.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Yep. I don't.
Wow.
No one's seen anything.
We did not see the
Now.
unmasking of the Dread Pirate, Roberts. It'll be fine.
Sword. Now the hood. Now I'm the Lone Ranger. It's fine.
Fezzik rushes forward, grabbing the portcullis, which is indeed closing quickly. Fezzik grabs the gate and swings the tonnage back upward. Yellen just watches in fear. Cut to the chapel as Humperdink shoves the ring on Buttercup's finger.
Your Wesley is dead. I killed him myself.
Then why is there fear behind your eyes?
And she's right, it's there.
I'm afraid of clergymen.
Cut to Yellen pressed against the main gate. Wesley, Inigo, and Fezzik close in.
Did it eat it? I don't understand what happened. Oh, where has my bandana gone? Oh, where could it be?
Charlie, don't you mean where your hat is at?
Where my hat is at.
Maybe it's in the cloak. Check in the cloak.
I'm checking the cloak. I'm checking.
Did it go into your inventory?
Oh, that would do it. Give us the gate key.
I have no gate key. Fezzik, tear his arms off.
Fezzik steps towards him.
Oh. You mean this gate key?
And he whips it out, hands it to Fezzik.
Oh my.
Cut to Humperdink and Buttercup and the impressive clergyman.
And to you, Princess Buttercup, man and wife. Say man and wife. Man and wife. Escort the bride to our honeymoon suite. I'll be there shortly.
And as he dashes off, cut to Buttercup standing there, dazed.
He didn't come.
Cut to Count Rugen and his 4 warriors racing through the castle, and as they reach a complex intersection of several corridors, Rugen stops, incredulous, as we cut to Wesley, Inigo, and Fezzik moving toward them. Actually, Fezzik is dragging Wesley.
What did you write?
I tried putting fear behind your eyes.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Behind Wesley, dragging Wesley.
Fezzik is dragging Wesley, who is in turn dragging Yellen's sword like a stiff dog leash. Wesley simply hasn't got the strength to raise it. Cut to Count Rugen as the confrontation is about to start.
What am I looking at? Kill the Dark One and the Giant, but leave the third one for questioning.
And as his warriors attack, Inigo goes wild, and maybe the warriors are good, maybe they're even better than that. But they never get a chance to show it because this is something new. This is Inigo gone mad, and the 6-fingered sword has never flashed faster, and the 4th warrior is dead before the first one has even hit the floor. There is a pause, then...
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
So, cut to Count Rugen. For a moment, he just stands there, sword in hand. Then he does the most unexpected thing. He turns and runs the hell away.
See ya.
Inigo momentarily surprised, then taking off after him, leaving Wesley and Fezzik to exchange curious looks, and Rugen running through a half-open, heavy wooden door, shutting it and locking it just as Inigo throws himself against it. He tries again. No kind of chance.
Fezzik, I need you.
Cut to Fezzik with Wesley, who is still unable to walk under his own power. He calls back.
I can't leave him alone.
Cut to Inigo, desperately pounding at the heavy door.
He's getting away from me, Fezzik. Please, Fezzik.
I'll be right back.
And he props Wesley up against a large suit of armor and then takes off towards the intersection where Inigo's voice came from. Cut to Inigo, still hammering the door. Fezzik approaches, gestures for him to stop, and with one mighty swipe of his mighty hands, the door crumbles.
Thank you.
The mask
And
is a
Inigo
little
flies
loose.
through
The
as
bandana
Fezzik.
was. I put it behind the.
Good.
Ah!
You sure?
It was still behind the string for the bandana. I am.
No wonder you couldn't
I'm
see it. It was
okay.
always behind
It was
you.
in between the milk and the cold ones.
I'm more than okay. I am the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Oh, not the Dread Pirate Batman
Cut
now.
to
I'm the Dread Pirate Batman.
The batting gentleman.
cut to
The batting. I am the batting gentleman. Okay, sorry. Where were we?
We're good? Okay. Cut to Buttercup walking with the king and queen. The queen, more sprightly, is several paces ahead.
Liz, do you want to be the queen too?
Sure. I'll try. I'll just sound
wedding.
friendly. Yes, a very strange wedding. Come along.
Buttercup gently stops the king and places a kiss on his forehead. He's very surprised and pleased. What was that for?
Because you've always been so kind to me, and I won't be seeing you again since I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Won't that be nice? She kissed me! And on those words, cut to Count Rugen, and he's running, dashing through corridors as he glances back. Cut to Inigo behind him, coming like a streak. And cut to the intersection with the large suit of armor, and Fezzik gaping, staring at all those choices, trying to piece together the puzzle of the missing Wesley. Cut again to Count Rugen, flashing out of one room, down a staircase, picking up his pace. He pulls out a deadly-looking dagger with a sharp point and a triangular-shaped blade, and sprints on. And Inigo closes the gap, closer, and he's down the stairs and heading into a dining hall, and Count Rugen throws the dagger. Inigo tries like hell to get out of the way, but no, and it sticks deep into his stomach. And he hurtles back helplessly against the wall of the room, his eyes glazed, blood coming from his wound. The room is going white on him.
Sorry, father. I tried.
Count Rugen looks across the room at Inigo. He stares at Inigo's face, then touches his own cheeks as memory comes.
You must be that little Spanish brat I taught a lesson to all those years ago. Simply incredible. Have you been chasing me your whole life only to fail now? I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. How marvelous.
Inigo sinks. Cut to Buttercup, shutting the door of the honeymoon suite, crossing quietly to the far wall where she sits at a table, opens a jeweled box and takes out a very deadly-looking dagger. She seems very much at peace as she touches the knife to her bosom.
Oh no, don't hurt the boobies.
Don't do that, you're so sexy.
Don't do that.
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world, and it would be a pity to damage yours.
Be a shame if something were to happen to them.
Be a shame if you were to get top surgery.
No. You live your truth, princess.
And Buttercup whirls as we cut to Wesley lying on the bed. Yellen's sword is beside him.
I have
His
a
voice
little.
sounds
I have a
just
little
fine.
present, real quick for Shoddy Starfish and Big Goblin Energy. Now that we're reunited, princess, the night is young, and you're so beautiful. B flat. The night is young, and you're so beautiful. Here among the shadows, beautiful lady. Okay.
Bravo.
Okay, keep going.
Buttercup leaps to the bed, covering him with kisses. Wesley is helpless.
Oh, Wesley, darling. Wesley, why won't you hold me?
Gently.
At a time like this, that's all you have to say? Gently?
Gently!
And she lets go, thumping his head against the headboard, and cut to Count Rugen, looking very much surprised.
Good heavens. Are you still trying to win?
Pull back to reveal Inigo, struggling feebly, pulling the dagger from his stomach, holding the wound with his left hand. Rugen is pushing off from the table, sword in hand, moving in to kill Inigo.
You've got an overdeveloped sense of vengeance. It's going to get you into trouble one day.
Inigo watches the Count approach. The Count flicks his sword at Inigo's heart, and there's not much Inigo can do. Just kind of vaguely parry the thrust with the six-fingered sword, and Count Rugen's blade sinks deeply into Inigo's left shoulder. Inigo doesn't seem to feel it. His other agonies are so much worse. The Count steps back, going for the heart again. And as this blow comes, Inigo is trying to use the wall for support in forcing himself to his feet, and it's not a roaring success of an attempt, but it does at least make some progress. And again, he manages to parry the thrust, as this time Rugen's sword runs through his right arm. Again, Inigo doesn't seem to mind, doesn't even feel it. Count Rugen steps back for just a moment, watching as Inigo continues to inch his way to his feet, and then, just before the Count is about to strike again, Inigo manages a little flick of his own, and Rugen hadn't expected it, and he jumps back, makes a little involuntary cry of surprise.
Yeah.
And cut to Inigo slowly pushing away from the wall.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Count Rugen suddenly goes into a fierce attack, striking with great power and precision, for he is a master swordsman, and he forces Inigo easily back, drives him easily into the wall, but he does not penetrate Inigo's defenses. None of the Count's blows get home. As the Count steps back a moment, cut to Inigo, pushing slowly off from the wall again.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Cut to the Count, and again he attacks, slashing with wondrous skill. But none of his blows get through, and slowly Inigo again moves forward.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
Count Rugen retreats more quickly around the table. Inigo drives to the Count's left shoulder now, thrusts home, where the Count had gotten him. Then another move, and his blade enters the Count's right shoulder, the same spot Inigo was wounded.
Oh, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
No!
Offer me money.
And now
Yes.
the six-fingered sword strikes.
Let's just keep going through this. No stage.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah. Start with offering me money again.
Offer me money.
Yes!
Power, too. Promise me that.
All that I have and more.
Offer me everything I ask for.
Anything you want.
I want my father back, you son of a bitch!
And on that, cut to Inigo, and almost too fast for the eye to follow, the sword strikes one final time. And Count Rugen cries out in fear and panic as the sword hits home dead center.
Alright.
And
Sorry.
cut to Inigo and Rugen, the sword clear through the Count. They are almost frozen like that for a moment. Then Inigo withdraws his sword, and just as the Count pitches down, cut to Rugen lying dead. His skin is ashen, and the blood still pours from the parallel cuts on his cheeks, and his eyes are bulging wide, full of fear.
What you
Cut to Inigo Cut to Inigo staring at Rugen, and now Inigo does something we've never seen him do before. He smiles. Hold for just a moment on Inigo smiling, then cut to inside the honeymoon suite. Wesley lies as before, not a muscle has moved. His head is still on the headboard, Yellen's sword at his side. Buttercup is alongside the bed. Her eyes never leave his face.
Oh, Wesley, will you ever forgive me?
What hideous sin have you committed lately?
I got married. I didn't want to. It all happened so fast.
Never happened.
What?
It never happened.
But it did. I was there. This old man said man and wife.
Did you say I do?
Well, no, we sort of skipped that part.
Then you're not married. If you didn't say it, you didn't do it. Before you do it, you must go through it, or else I blew it. Wouldn't you agree, Your Highness?
Cut to Humperdink entering the room, staring at them. He pulls out his sword.
Just enters the room and pulls it out.
A technicality that will soon be remedied. But first things first. To the death.
No! To the pain.
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase.
I'll explain. And I'll use small words so you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
That may be the first time in my life a
big
man...
words in there. We be but humble pirates. Disinclined to acquiesce to your request. Means no.
That may be the first time in my life a man has dared insult me. Not a woman, because Buttercup insulted me earlier, but the first time a man has dared insult me.
And it won't be the last. Except, no.
It's not the first time a man has insulted you, yeah, because non-binary.
Yeah, I've actually, technically, yes. A man has never insulted you.
I have yet to be insulted by a man, and I will take that to my grave.
I've been insulted by a woman and other. That's it. It won't be the last. To the pain means the first thing you lose will be your feet. Below the ankles, then your hands at the wrists, then your nose.
And then my tongue, I suppose. I killed you too quickly the last time. A mistake I don't mean to duplicate tonight.
I was finished. The next thing you lose will be your left ear, followed by your right. No,
and then my
your
ear.
left eye. Sorry. The next thing you lose will be your left eye, followed by your right.
And then my ears. I understand. Let's get on with it.
Wrong! Your ears you will keep, and I will tell you why. So that the shriek of every child, so that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. Every babe that weeps at your approach, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears. That is what to the pain means. It means I leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
I think you're bluffing.
It's possible, pig. I might be bluffing. It's conceivable, you miserable vomitous mass, that I'm only lying here because I lack the strength to stand. Then again, perhaps I have the strength overall.
And now slowly Wesley begins to move. His body turns, his feet go to the floor. He starts to stand. Cut to Humperdink staring, eyes wide. Cut to Wesley, and now he is standing, sword in fighting position.
Those are the bellows.
Oh.
Get the pumpkin knife. Get the pumpkin knife.
Pumpkin knife. Yeah.
There we go.
Drop your sword.
Cut to Prince Humperdink, and he's so panicked he doesn't know whether to pee or wind his watch. He throws his sword to the floor. I'm sorry, I had to do that one.
Have a seat. Time up. Make it as tight as you like, or as tight as Rugen would like. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it tight. What?
And as she sets to work, cut to Inigo entering, looking around.
Where's Fezzik?
I thought he was with you.
No.
In that case.
His balance betrays him.
Help him.
Why does Wesley need helping?
Because he has no strength.
Cut to Humperdink, and now he starts wrestling mightily with his bonds.
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing.
Princess Bride in the 1980s clearly demonstrated that sometimes the strength to stand only lasts too long, and still we have abled people to this day not understanding it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I dispatch him for you?
Thank you, but no. Whatever happens to us, I want him to live a long life alone with his cowardice. Inigo! Inigo, where are you?
They look at each other, then move to the balcony and cut to Fezzik leading 4 great white horses. He glances up, sees them on the balcony.
Oh, there you are, Inigo. I saw the prince's stables, and there they were, 4 white horses. And I thought, there are 4 of us, and if we ever find the lady... hello, lady! So I took them with me, in case we ever bumped into each other. I guess we just did.
Izzy, you did something right.
What the fuck, man?
He's been doing this whole movie.
No, so there's a cut line that where he says that he hasn't done anything right in 10 years, and that is no longer in the script. So that is a callback to a line that is no longer there. Don't worry, I won't let it go to my head.
And as he holds out his great arms, cut to something unexpected and very lovely. Buttercup floating through the air. What's happening, of course, is that she's jumping from the balcony so Fezzik can catch her, but her fall is in slow motion, so you might think she was flying. Wesley and Inigo watching as Fezzik catches Buttercup.
And now her handmaiden next. Her Google.
And don't forget her highness's matched luggage set.
You're mincing references here.
Are you complaining?
No.
You know, it's very strange. I have been in the revenge business so long. Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Have you ever considered piracy? You'd make a wonderful Dread Pirate Roberts.
Now from that, cut to the 4 glorious white horses with their 4 riders, triumphantly racing through the night. Cut to Buttercup and Wesley, and at last their trials are done. They stop.
And they rode off to freedom. And as dawn arose, Wesley and Buttercup knew they were safe. A wave of love swept over them, and as they reached for each other...
As Buttercup and Wesley begin their ultimate kiss, cut to the kid's bedroom. The grandfather stops reading.
Steven.
What?
Oh, sorry, it cut out a little. Say it again.
What? What?
No, it's just kissing again. You don't want to hear it.
I don't mind so much.
Okay.
Cut to Buttercup and Wesley, locked in a deep, pure, and passionate kiss.
Oh, the kiss!
Oh, wow, that was passionate.
That was a deep passion one.
Again?
Wow.
Stranger things have happened.
I love that show.
Yeah.
I'm in it. Wesley is in it. I'm the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the mayor of Stranger Things.
I thought Shelby was always the mayor.
Now I'm the mayor. You understand?
So since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate, the most pure, and this one left them all behind and made a phone drop down. The end.
Grandfather snaps the book closed.
Now, I think you ought to go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Alright. So long.
Grandpa? Maybe you could come over and read it again to me tomorrow.
As you wish.
And his smile is enough as the grandfather steps out of the door, tipping his hat. Final fade out. The end.
Yay!
Wait, no, not the end. Not the end.
We have the most glorious
That's
credit
what?
scene.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
Liz and Beckham are going to alternate it line by line. Go for it.
This is gonna be something.
We're not sure what
What's
it is, but it's
going on?
definitely gonna be something.
All right, open it up. Link in Discord.
Okay, I will try.
No, you don't have to. Just Liz and Beckham.
Okay.
Someone do the first verse that isn't me.
Okay, Beckham, start.
I'm not sure I remember how it sounds.
My love, and I'll tell you a tale
All right.
of a boy and girl and their love story.
All right, now it's okay, next line, Beckham.
Okay. And how we loved her oh so much in all the charm she did possess.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
Okay, if you don't remember the melody, just sing the next.
I don't remember it.
Now next, Beckham, sing the chorus.
It's just the chorus. That's the only important part.
Yeah, go for it.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
All right, now Dyablos.
Wait, what? I wasn't part of this.
It's in the Discord. Sing the chorus. No one memorized the melody, so we're all just singing the chorus.
My love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. My love is like a storybook story.
Yay! Wait, hold
All right,
on.
I think I might actually need to go pass out.
Wait, hold
We have
on. Hold
so
on.
many Mark Knopflers here. I'm impressed.
All right.
Beautiful.
Bravo.
It's hard to believe.
I love it.
It's hard to believe Mark Knopfler did that song only 2 years before doing the guitar solo on the Beverly Hillbilly scene in UHF.
Did you know that most people don't know as many things about as many things as you, Dave?
I'm aware. That's why I have so few friends.
Oh, and yet despite knowing all these things, you haven't had your own podcast yet.
Not a non-paywalled one, to be sure. And I don't foresee a situation where you and I would ever have a podcast together.
Because what common interests do we have? What, is there like a Princess Bride-like TV show?
A Princess Bride adjacent series that also might have pirates in it?
No.
No, that'd be crazy.
So, something that might also tie in with my various Disney Renaissance hyperfixations.
Oh,
something
I can take this off now. How do I look?
Beautiful.
I should
Perfect.
probably shower and get this off.
You look like me on my breaks at Not Scary Farm.
Is that really what they call it during the...
That is the Halloween event name, yes.
That's amazing. I literally actually need to go shower and then pass out.
All right.
But thank you all for doing this. I was a lot of characters. I casted it. Join the dinghy. We have a server for Our Flag Means Death and general piracy.
Yes, and that's what I said. That's where we all
piracy.
That's where we all come. Charlie is the captain. I am the sub captain, and this is our
and Beckham's
jolly.
the top captain.
And Beckham's the top captain.
Yeah, the sub captain and the top captain of my dinghy.
Yeah, it takes a lot to control Charlie's dinghy. That's all we're saying.
All right. Good night. I have to watch the pond.
Good
and the
night.
and the black.
Yeah.
I do have to say that the script reading did really feel like I was the kid having the story read to him.
You were, Steven.
Mission
Not
accomplished.
Yes.
Felt like scenario.
Now that's method.
All right, and then for everyone that's
Everyone.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And then as they all drop off here, there we go. We're just gonna do a brief little closing for YouTube. Hi YouTube, how'd y'all enjoy that? But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for going through it and everything with us. All of these creators and everything, all of them will be linked down below and everything. There will be links for the dinghy, you can come help. Join in the madness and creativity that we have there. As I said, this is just one of the first of many that we're going to be probably doing. So, definitely come check it out. Thank you again for all the love, everything like that. Thank you so much.